The word most often translated as sin in the New Testament is the Greek hamartia, a term that originally meant to miss the mark. Before it became laden with moral and theological weight, hamartia described an archer whose arrow fell short of the target. It spoke of error, not evil, of imperfection, not condemnation. Yet in the biblical context, this simple image of missing the mark unfolds into a profound spiritual diagnosis of the human condition. In the Hebrew scriptures, the equivalent term ḥaṭṭā'th carried the same sense, wandering from the path, failing to reach the goal set by God's wisdom. When the early Christians adopted hamartia to describe the human predicament, they deepened its meaning. Sin was not merely a list of forbidden acts, it was a state of disalignment with divine order. Humanity, created in the image of God, has lost the center. The target, union with God, truth and love, is still before us, but the human will, darkened by ignorance and self-will, cannot shoot straight. The Apostle Paul often speaks of hamartia as an almost living force, a power that reigns over the soul and the world. Sin reigns in death, he writes, and the wages of sin is death. This is not death as punishment, but as consequence, the inevitable result of separation from the source of life. To miss the mark is to lose participation in the divine current that sustains being itself. Yet the biblical story is not tragic, but redemptive. In Christ, the mark is not abolished, but restored. The arrow is guided again by grace, and the human soul is invited to aim anew. Thus, hamartia reminds us that sin is not only guilt to be forgiven, but a distortion to be healed, a misdirected longing that, when corrected, becomes the very energy of return to God. Thank you for watching.